Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing of Marvel and Reed Pop's X-Men Paragon Edition, which features a lot of Chris Claremont's highlights from his run, all compiled into a single book, and has some extras that have never seen the light of day until now. The X-Men Paragon Edition was an initiative put on by Marvel and Reed Pop last year to try and get fans really excited about some exclusive content. You had to sign up ahead of time to purchase one of these, and it wasn't the cheapest thing to buy, but it definitely seemed like something that was worth the investment. Included in this collection is also a brand new chapter of Days of Future Past, never before seen before until right now. This was supposed to come out back in March of 2021, but due to Chris Claremont having a wrist injury, this whole series was put on hold temporarily. But finally, as of July 27th, almost everyone who ordered this ahead of time should have got it. So let's pop this bad boy open. Alright, they come pretty well packed. The only little concern I have is that it looks like there was no seal around the actual book itself, so hopefully no moisture or anything got into it. But with this time of year, we're usually okay, but it still looks pretty good. So this is massive book, and I think this is actually just a cover, so it's a massive false book that actually contains the real book on the inside. So kind of misleading, but definitely a cool way to protect the actual book itself. So pulling out the actual book itself, it comes with a bunch of bonuses, and if you're signed up for the Marvel digital subscription series, their monthly comic book plan, you actually get a couple of extra bonuses as well. There's a certificate of authenticity. The first thing we have in here that's not the book is a folder that contains, it looks something comic book size, but it might just be exclusive prints. It's a bunch of exclusive prints. I'll hold them up for everyone. There's the first one, the next one. A lot of them look like scans of the original art, so that's really cool. Probably the right panel size as well, because you can see the margins on these, so that's really awesome. Another one with Wolverine. The last one is a classic Dark Phoenix kind of theme going on there, so that's really cool. The first thing I was really excited about when I heard about this was you get an exclusive Wolverine comic book. It's exclusive only to this book. The next exclusive to this is another comic book. I think this is just a reprint of an existing, more modern comic book, modern X-Men comic book. But I think it has a variant cover that was specifically for this set. So the front shows Days of Future Past. We're going to find out what it is. It's a lot of Wolverine. So X of Swords, Chapter 3. So this is the Wolverine tie-in to X of Swords. So kind of a cool variant cover that comes with this set. Our next little freebie in here looks like it is another variant cover. I bet this is going to be another modern X-Men comic book, just with a variant cover. This is another X of Swords tie-in, so this is Chapter 10. It's the X-Men issue 13 from Jonathan Hickman's run. Okay, we've looked at all the freebies that this set comes with, but let's take a look at the actual book itself. Alrighty, the Marvel Paragon Collection, Chris Claremont. So this focuses on a lot of Chris Claremont's highlighted work, including some by Len Wein, because X-Men 94 was actually written by Len Wein. If you want to see what this book contains, go ahead and pause it right here. But as you can tell, there is a lot of key Chris Claremont moments in here. This book comes very well made with either a fake leather or real leather. Can't really tell binding on it. It has that gold trim on the side, so it makes it look a little bit more classic feeling. So we get a foreword by Louise Simonson. So X-Men 94, this is the first time we get to see the X-Men together after Giant Size X-Men. This also contains a good chunk of the Dark Phoenix saga, which everybody is just a huge fans of, at least everyone who's an X-Men fan. This is probably one of the highlights from Chris Claremont's run. I actually think this collects the entire run of the Dark Phoenix saga, so that's pretty dang cool. And only a few short issues later do we get the Days of Future Past storyline, so definitely a golden age for our modern X-Men lineup. The next thing it collects is the Wolverine Limited Series that Chris Claremont did with Frank Miller. We jump forward quite a few years to X-Men 268, which is Wolverine returning back to Mandapore, teaming up with Captain America and Black Widow. Then we get into the Chris Claremont, Jim Lee years. Very colorful characters, epic battles, epic struggles and hardships. So here's the crown jewel of the book. This is Uncanny X-Men 104.5. So what this is, it's a preload to Days of Future Past. This was just made for this book exclusively. So if you do not have this book, I don't know if they're ever going to reprint it or put it somewhere else we could get a copy of. But for now, it's only in this book. So the missing chapter of Days of Future Past is only in the Paragon X-Men Chris Claremont collection. I will go page by page on this real quick for everyone. Definitely looks like he's using characters from his Extreme X-Men run. If you're not familiar with that run, it was a follow-up to X-Men that was written in the 2000s. A lot of the plot threads that Chris Claremont put into his original series are followed up on in the 2000 Extreme X-Men series. And it carries over to Uncanny X-Men when he actually went back to writing X-Men later in the 2000s. So Chris Claremont has always been on and off with the X-Men, and usually for the best. Very excited about reading this one. And then we wrap up with some X-Men archives. These are scripts for some of the original stories like Days of Future Past. And it looks like in the back we have some articles from Chris Claremont talking about each issue and why he chose it for this collection. So there you have it, Marvel Made's first book. So this is Marvel Paragon collection. It's by Reed Pop. This is probably one of the cooler comic book collections that's not an Omni-Bus or a celebration edition. It's unique in itself because it comes with all these extra freebies and these stories that are exclusive just to the collection itself. So that's really cool. I want to thank you guys again for watching the channel. If you like what you saw, please make sure you like, share, subscribe. Share this with other comic book enthusiasts just like us. And make sure you hit that bell for notifications. It's time to jump off the Omni-Bus. Peace.